Did you know that the same man has been topping the chart of the richest man in Africa for the 13th year in a row? Ready to get into the glitzy world of African wealth and success? Well, you're in for a treat because today we're counting down the top 10 richest African billionaires. From the bustling markets of Lagos, Nigeria, to the breathtaking landscapes of Cape Town in South Africa, Africa is home to some of the most brilliant minds and business magnates making their mark on the global stage. Welcome to Money Mind, where we talk about money and money-related topics. It's time to meet the top 10 richest African billionaires, the captains of industry, the moguls of commerce, and the architects of unimaginable success. Let the countdown begin. Number 10. Patrice Motsepe. Patrice Motsepe, the founder and boss of African Rainbow Minerals, with a net worth of $2.7 billion, became a billionaire in 2008 and was the first black African on Forbes' Rich list. In 2016, he kicked off a company called African Rainbow Capital, all about investing in Africa. But that's not all. Motsepe also owns part of Sanlam, a finance company, and he's the big boss and owner of the Mamelodi Sundowns Football Club. March 2021 brought more excitement when he got elected as the president of the Confederation of African Football, the group that runs soccer in Africa. Way back in 1994, he became the first black partner at a law firm in Johannesburg, and then he started a business helping out with mining services. In 1997, he even bought gold mines that weren't doing so well and turned them into winners. Number 9. Koos Bekker. Koos Bekker is the person who turned a South African newspaper company, Naspers, into a big player in e-commerce and cable TV. With a net worth of $2.7 billion, back in 2001, he made a genius move by getting Naspers to invest around $34 million in a third of a Chinese internet company called Tencent Holdings. It's said to be one of the best business moves ever. In 2019, Naspers put some of its stuff into two public companies. One is an entertainment firm called MultiChoice Group, and the other is Prosus, which holds Tencent shares. They even sold a bit of Tencent in 2018. In April 2021, Prosus sold almost $15 billion more of Tencent, making their ownership 29%. Bekker stepped down as Naspers' CEO in 2014, but came back as the chairman in 2015. Number 8. Mohamed Mansour. Mohamed Mansour is the head of the Mansour Group and oversees a vast family business started in 1952. With a net worth of $3.2 billion, a big family business started by his dad in 1952. They've got a shocking 60,000 people working for them. Back in 1975, Mansour set up General Motors dealerships in Egypt, and soon they became one of the largest GM distributors globally. But that's not all. Mansour Group also has the special rights to distribute Caterpillar equipment in Egypt and 7 other African countries. Mohamed, who has both Egyptian and UK citizenship, even took a turn as Egypt's transportation minister from 2006 to 2009. His brothers Yassine and Youssef are also billionaires, sharing the family business. Mohamed's son Lutfi is in charge of their private equity arm, Man Capital. Number 7. Naguib Sawiris. Naguib Sawiris is part of Egypt's super-rich family. His brother Nassef is a billionaire too. With a net worth of $3.8 billion, Naguib hit the jackpot in telecom, selling his company Orascom Telecom to a Russian one called Vimpelcom, Avion, back in 2011 for loads of money. Now he's the big boss at Orascom TMT Investments, which owns pieces of an asset manager in Egypt and an Italian internet company called Italia Online, among other things. But that's not all. He also created a fancy resort named Silver Sands on a Caribbean island called Grenada. Naguib Sawiris is all about turning his fortune into cool investments and dreamy getaways. Number 6. Mike Adenuga. Adenuga has a net worth of $6.9 billion, making his money in phones and oil. His mobile network, Globacom, is the second biggest in Nigeria, with over 60 million users. Adenuga's oil company, Conoil Producing, runs 6 oil blocks in the Niger Delta. Ever heard of Glow One? It's a super long internet cable, 6,100 miles, from Nigeria to the UK, passing through Ghana and Portugal. Adenuga is also big in gasoline, owning 74% of Conoil, a company you might spot on the stock market. Plus, he's got nearly 6% of a Nigerian bank called Sterling Financial Holding. Phones, oil, and a slice of banking. Adenuga's got quite the mix. Number 5. Abdulsamad Rabiu. Abdulsamad Rabiu, the guy behind Bua Group in Nigeria, is making waves with his conglomerate in cement, sugar, and real estate. According to Forbes, his wealth shot up from $5.9 billion to an impressive $8.5 billion in no time. Number 4. Nassef Sawiris. Nassef Sawiris, an investor from Egypt, is part of the country's wealthiest family. With a net worth of $8.7 billion, he grabbed a 5% share in Madison Square Garden Sports, a New York-listed company that owns the NBA's Knicks and NHL's Rangers. Richest is also chairman of OCI, the world's largest producer of nitrogen fertilizer, and has stakes in several companies, including German sporting goods giant Adidas. He bought Aston Villa, the English Premier League football club, with Wes Edens of the Fortress Investment Group. Number 3. Nicky Oppenheimer and family. In 2012, Nicky Oppenheimer, who inherited the De Beers diamond fortune, sold his 40% stake to mining group Anglo-American for a whopping $5.1 billion in cash. With a net worth of $9.4 billion and leading De Beers for 3 generations, Nicky made the company private in 2001. The Oppenheimer family had a big role in the global diamond trade for 85 years until 2012. After the sale, Nicky ventured into aviation, starting Fireblade Aviation in Johannesburg in 2014 for chartered flights. Besides his business ventures, he's also a big conservationist, owning over 720 square miles of protected land in South Africa, Botswana, Zimbabwe, and Mozambique. Quite a journey from diamonds to the skies and preserving nature. Number 2. Johann Rupert and family. Rupert's net worth dipped from $10.7 billion to $10 billion. Rupert chairs the luxury goods firm Compagnie Financière Richemont, known for brands like Cartier and Montblanc. He also holds stakes in Remgro and Rene. Notably, Abdul Samad Rabiou and Mike Adenuga lost their billionaire ranks, with Adenuga falling from 6th to 10th place and Rabiou moving from 4th to 6th, according to Forbes. Number 1. Aliko Dangote. For 13 years in a row, Aliko Dangote, with a net worth of $14.2 billion, even with Nigeria facing economic challenges. Forbes compiled a list of 20 billionaires in Africa, and together they're worth a whopping $82.4 billion. The magazine pointed out that Africa is a tough place to build and keep a billion-dollar fortune. Dangote, who made his money in cement and sugar, saw his wealth increase by $400 million in the past year, reaching a total of $13.9 billion. Despite Nigeria's economic struggles, he held on to the top spot. If you enjoyed learning about the billionaires shaping Africa's economic landscape, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And hey, if you want more engaging content on business, wealth, and the movers and shakers of the world, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest videos. Thanks for watching.